Welcome. I'm grateful for every single one of you watching. How did Hamza manipulate me? And what is the Hamza effect? I'll talk more about that specifically and all the tactics he used, specifically how he manipulated me, more towards the end of the video. But let's talk first more of how I found him. Let me turn this damn car off. How did I find Hamza? Who is Hamza? And if you clicked on this, you probably know who he is, so I don't have to explain that. Around 6 months ago, I ran away from my family or whatever. I moved into my white girlfriend's house. I'm Indian. And there was a shit show and all that stuff. And I mean, now we're settled in a different apartment, and that's a separate video. But it was around that time, maybe 6-8 months ago, maybe even a year, close to a year ago. I found one of Hamza's videos on YouTube, and it was titled something along the lines of how to manipulate women the right way. It's so funny because I remember clicking on this video and then just going into it. First of all, I didn't really want to click because I had gotten so tired. I'm like, why am I watching this red pill shit so much? Like, I'm in a relationship. Yeah, you have to kind of keep fresh of the information in your head, more so like purple pill. But why? I didn't really want to click on the video, but I related to his skin color and just, I think he's Indian or Pakistani or some, I haven't really looked into too much of depth of what his nationality is, but I know he's brown. And I related to that. So I clicked on the video, and what he talked about was he talked about the red pill, or how to, basically you're not manipulating. Manipulating is a word that's used to manipulate, inspire, or basically same words. You can just use it in different connotations if you're the media. Hamza inspired me to film this video. I was going to make a separate video, and I'll have a different video out today as well, but I wanted to squeeze this one in because I thought it was very important. Later, a couple months goes by, and I don't really watch his channel that much, but I find his Fatherless podcast. Before I even find the second channel, the Hamza Unfiltered, or I think it might have been posted on that a while back ago, I don't know. I found the podcast he did with his father, and I related so much to that because my parents are from India. They moved to Canada, and then in the 3rd grade, I was in Canada, and we moved to Louisville, Kentucky. Out of every place, we have family over here. That's the reason. I love holding pens in my hand. We moved here, and I related so much to how he talked about how his dad was stuck in the mountains trying to get the green card, and the, I don't know, immigrations and the racism. And thankfully, I didn't experience much racism. I'm very thankful for that. I know a lot of people experience that, and I feel for them. And I'm sure I might have probably just been blind to it. Probably. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of racist people out there. I'm probably just blind to it. But I related a lot to his story, and his dad reminded me of my dad. And like the position that my dad was in India, and how he moved to Canada and with my mom and all that. And a lot of the stuff made me emotional because I related to it. So I started watching every single one of his videos. Slowly, I found his second channel and started learning about, oh, this guy's making money. Like, obviously he's making money. Like, he has so many, like, that's not what it's about. But obviously when you have a certain subscriber numbers or views and YouTube, and you leverage it the proper way, you can make even, if not a living wage, you can make like a crazy amount of money eventually. It takes time. And I started to connect the dots. I'm like, okay, because I've always been interested in YouTube, and I have a podcast with my friend. We stopped doing that for a little bit. And I'd always been interested in drop shipping, like Hamza talks about how he was dipping his toes into that. I didn't want to believe the stuff he talked about. I remember there was a video he posted, like anyone can make 10K a month, or your value your time at $50 an hour, and anyone can make 10K a month. Yeah, those are very good videos. I didn't want to watch that because, I mean, right now I'm not in the position that I want to be in. I'm on a journey right now. I'm still working like a full-time job. I'm door dashing to make extra money, and my family and I are opening up a business. I'll get into that in a separate video, and getting my real estate license, making these videos. I kind of dropped out of temporarily school of college. I had a couple semesters left in a pre-med. I was medicine my whole life, brainwashed. to want to go medicine. So I was brainwashed so well to the point where I actually thought it was my idea to become a doctor. But then I realized with Hamza, his information, all the stuff he talks about, that you can make what a doctor makes in a month or two. You can make that every other month or every month. If you keep doing what, like, your purpose, and you find a specific niche and you keep fucking focusing on that for years. Like this YouTube channel. I don't care how many views I get right now. I mean, I do deep down, but in reality, I know this is going to take like 5 years to grow and to become something, and I'll incorporate this into the actual brick and mortar business my family's starting, and just, it takes time, and like everything takes time. And that's one thing I've learned from his videos too, with the self-improvement. I was smoking, like, I recently quit weed too. Like, I still smoke every now and then because, like, I was addicted to pills, not maybe 2 years ago. Like, I'll go and make a separate video, but like the shit you hear about on the news, people dying and shit, like, I'm so grateful that I'm sober. I used to be addicted to that, liquor, fucking nicotine. I quit nicotine like a month ago too, with the help of my girlfriend and her inspiring me. I see, that's a key word, inspiring, manipulate. You can, whatever word makes sense to you, or whatever seems more attractive, I feel like people will click. He influenced me to make this video. I remember a while back ago on his podcast, or he had a podcast with like Iman Ghazi, I think. He's also he's a drop shipper that I used to watch way back in the day. And look, and I related to what Hamza said, how he used to not look down, but like kind of not believe those, oh, I made $100,000 a month and this guy's only 16 years old. And I've seen those thumbnails on YouTube, and obviously, like, when you're making like minimum wage or whatever you're making, that doesn't, like, why would you want to click on that to feel like shit about yourself? But I feel like we should all learn, because if other people can do it, this is like the one thing. I'm gonna end the video here soon, because when people focus into a specific niche, I've noticed, and it is hard to find that too. And I'm also learning that with Hamza, where he mentioned how we can all talk about self-improvement, or like how to overcome depression and all that, but those topics are a little bit too broad, and that's why I'm making this specific video to I don't know, talk to more of his audience and inspire others to do the same, because I really do believe that if we can all grow on YouTube, we can all grow. I mean, you don't have to do YouTube. I mean, we're all on this platform, so I assume that we have some interest in growing your YouTube channel. I do. And I mean, that's not the only thing that this is a journey. This, like Mark Manson and the subtle art of not giving a fuck, you have to choose the problems that you want to solve in life. Like, I sat down and thought about, as a doctor, I really thought I wanted to be a doctor. Like, what the fuck? I don't want to be sitting there with someone's heart in my hand, or some kid crying, or then I wanted to be a dentist, and I went back and forth. But my whole life I was medicine. And then I thought about, like, fuck, do I really want to be looking down someone's fucking mouth my whole life? Yeah, I'll make fucking 200,000 if a year. I live a miserable life, hate my work. Why have those? I don't want to live yeah, I'll make the money, whatever. But I don't want the problems of a doctor. I don't want to be called to be on call. If that's something that you do like, then go for it. That's not who I'm talking to. I'm more so talking to myself from a perspective of me having gone over certain addictions or whatever trials and errors that I've accomplished in my life. I haven't accomplished much yet, but I mean, we're fucking in our early 20s, and I have been slacking off the past maybe 4 or 5 years. And Hamza really, a lot of the stuff he says is the truth, and the truth does hurt. And I want to make a change in myself and just kind of document it. And I'm just very thankful. I know this video might be kind of all over the place, but I'm very thankful and grateful that I found your channel, Hamza. And I'm grateful for everyone who's watching this, because they will find his channel as well. and learn from him and grow. And there's a lot of stuff that I haven't talked about yet that he has went into depth, hour-long videos. I would recommend going to his Unfiltered channel, and his Unfiltered channel is more like longer videos. I love the longer videos. The shorter videos, they end so quick, and then I guess it is instant gratification. I used to like the shorter videos more back in the day, like a year ago, but longer videos, podcasts. If you're watching this, Hamza, thank you. You don't know how much you changed the way I think about my life and how I'm going to live my life. Thank you, and love all.